In this exercise, we are going to import data into Excel from the web. This uses the query feature available from the Data tab in Excel. This feature allows you to scrape data from websites, load and transform the data. And once these actions are set up, we could also refresh to get the latest data. You could then use this data that you scraped from the website for further analysis. As part of this exercise, we will import 2-week weather forecast data for Chennai from a web page to Excel. The data that we import will actually be connected to the original web page. So whenever we want the newest information, all we have to do is refresh our table. Let's start. Let's first go to the web page from where we want our data. Let's go to timeanddate.com. Go to weather, 2-week forecast. Select Chennai. And here you see the 2-week forecast. Let's scroll down. And as we scroll down, we see that we might require this data. This data is what we want. So let's go to this URL, copy the URL. And now let's open our Excel workbook. And here you have these tabs at the top. Different tabs are available. Let's go to the Data tab. Go to New Query. From File, from Database, from Other Sources. Go to From Web. Because we are importing data from the web, this is the option we are choosing. Let's wait for it to load. And here let's paste the URL that we copied earlier. Click OK. Now this will try to establish a connection between Excel and the web page. And this launches your query editor. So here if you go to the top, right beside the table view tab, you have a web view. This actually shows the website that you wanted to establish a connection with. So this is the web page that we had seen earlier. But we need the tables. Let's see what tables are available. For that, let's go back to table view. And here you have 2 tables. Document, we don't want this table. Let's look at table 0. Yeah. So this is the table that we want. So you could either transform the data now that you have the table. You might want to remove some information or add some additional columns. You might have some transformations that you want to do. You could do it either by going to transform data here now, or you could first load the data. Let's first load the data and then we can transform it. That option is also there. So let's load the data. So we have our data loaded. Let's extend this. So this is the query that we created. It shows the data, the columns, last refresh time, the source. So double click it to edit this query. And now you can again transform. So you could either transform it when you first loaded the data, or you could transform it by double clicking the query. This is a way to edit the query. So let's look at the columns that is not required. We don't need conditions. Let's select comfort. We don't need comfort. We don't need humidity, precipitation, chance. sun, UV, sunrise, sunset. For now, we don't need this. Let's delete it. Right click and remove columns. What you can notice is that as you perform each and every step here, those same steps get added in a sequence here in this applied steps box. This just keeps tab of whatever you do here in the sequence. So once this is done, we're all set. We can now close and load this data. So go to the close and load option at the top. And there you go. We have the final data available. So in case you want the latest information, this gives you the 2-week forecast from today. If you want the latest information on the day that you check, all you need to do is go to this refresh option at the top, click refresh. The other way is to click anywhere on this table, right click and click refresh. You have your data, and this data can then be used for further analysis.